All right, Shalom. First and foremost, of course, want to start off by giving all praise unto Yahweh and to his son Yahweh Shai. Excuse my voice if it's a little dry. I just got off a video call that I had with a brother, Desan. We recorded a lesson together. But anyway, I just wanted to do a letter. I'm not sure if I'll call this a Bible talk or not. We'll see what happens. But I just wanted to share a little story, man. That happened to me just yesterday. And it just goes to show, how bad, people are doing out here, in this society, man. When I say that, I'm, referring to America because that's where I'm at, also known as Babylon the Great. But, we all know that, we're in, are coming into, another Great Depression, just like what happened in the 1930s. It's even going to be even worse now. But, just to, visually see, what's going on around us. I mean, hey, you can clearly see, man. All you got to do is look around you, I mean, hell, man. Take a walk the other day, you walk around the homes, the, apartments. You can hear, man. You can hear people having arguments, about, not having enough money, for their rent or, car payments or whatever, man. You can hear them, right? Because, they have the door open or whatever. At least in the area I'm at. But anyway, another thing happened, man. I was at a Dollar Tree. I was getting, a few items I needed for the week, because, hey, got to shop at either Walmart or a Dollar Tree. That's all you can afford. But anyway, it was, at the checkout, and I saw, which was one of those Dollar Generals, not the actual Dollar Tree. So, I was at the checkout, and I was seeing something. They had an item there that's usually $6. They were selling for $4. So I picked one of them up, put it on the counter, and they, are trying to charge me $6 for it. So I, decline and say, well, why is it charging me $6? The sign says 4. So I, go back and forth for, a few minutes, and they say that it was a mistake, and that's okay. But anyway, as that's going on, there's this guy, looked real suspicious walking around the store, right? Watching, who's looking at him, right? Looking over his shoulder at everyone. And, he ends up walking out the store, and, the alarm went off, so they called him back in. He said he didn't have anything. And, they threatened him and said, either give it back or, call the police on him. So he ends up, just pulling out of his pants. He had, like $5 worth of socks in there. Like, I mean, a man's sock, and he also had, a child's sock in there. So it must have been a father that was trying to get, steal him a pair of socks and his child, a pair of socks. But, it just goes to show, how poor people are doing right now. I mean, it's like, goddamn, you're really going to risk getting yourself locked up over a $5 pair of socks? That's what it was. It was, $5, right? The socks were like $5. Okay, and I saw them because they put them on the counter, when they gave them back. Right, there was 2 pairs of socks for about $5. All right, so, it just shows you, man, that, people are going, all out, man. I mean, damn, it's that bad you got to steal a pair of socks. I mean, I've heard about, people trying to steal, certain food items and whatnot, because they can't afford it. Like, people be trying to steal all types of, like, meat, chicken, stuff like that, or beef, right? Because that stuff expensive now. I mean, I remember, man, I want to say, going back maybe 9 months ago, we went to a store that was selling, beef and stuff, man. They wanted like, I think like $19, $20 for a pound of beef or something like that. So, it's even worse now, man. It might not be that expensive anymore, but, it just shows you, man, all you got to do is, look, at what's going on, in the society, man. And you can clearly see that, people are doing terrible out here, man. All right? So, it ain't much to, elaborate on. And I just wanted to, share that little story, man, just as, my little visual of how, people ain't doing good out here, man. And you can see it, man. You know, don't listen to what they're telling you on the news, man. Because if you look on the news right now and listen to what they're talking about, I mean, at 1 minute, they're beating the whole Corolla thing. The next minute, there's a rise and the deaths going on, and then in the same breath, they're gonna tell you that oh well, everybody right now is there's a recovery going on, right? There's a recovery, right? People are going back to work. People are making more money than ever. And that's true. Some people are making more money than ever right now. That's true. That's not a lie. But that's like maybe 1% of people, not even. All right. The vast majority of the population is in the worst, condition or state they've ever been in their life right now. And they're not going to tell you that, though. Why? Because they don't want that narrative out there. They're going to, water it down and give you a false, version of reality. That's what they do. All right. And you can see it, man. You don't need them, to tell you that, oh, everybody's doing okay, right? There's starting to be, recovery. That's all bullshit, man. That ain't true. All right. These guys are, clearly, just lining their own pockets right now. That's all they're trying to do, man. All right. They're trying to, keep everything together as long as possible, man, because, they don't want to, to go into hiding, just yet. They want to enjoy their lives. Right? But hey, there's going to come a point where things are going to get too bad, where they're going to have to, go into their, their bunkers that they have, prepared for themselves, right? When people start to riot, even more than they have been right now. All right? And it's going to happen, I couldn't tell you when, but, eventually, sooner or later, it is going to happen. Just a matter of time. Anyway, I'm going to digress with that being said. I hope that video was edifying, and I'm going to say shalom.